Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to Exploration Place here in Wichita, Kansas for the final press conference for Saturday night's huge night of boxing action. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing USA, sponsored by JD Sport, and it will be streamed exclusively live here in the United States on Dazn and in the UK on Sky Sports. Saturday night is a huge night, like I said, here in Wichita. 9 bouts on the card, topped by, of course, the heavyweights. You've got the number 2 in the world, ranked by the WBA, against the number 9 in the world, ranked by the WBA. 2 undefeated fighters going head-to-head. It's going to be a great card. You also have Clarissa Shields, 2-time Olympic champion, and the WBC, WBA and IBF champion, going against the Scottish fighter Rankin for the vacant WBC title. Luis Arias, Gabriel Rosado, great fight. Brandon Rios, Bam Bam Rios on this card. And of course, Ramon Alvarez, Nikita Ababi, great young talent. Anthony Sims Jr. on the card. So the card really has a lot of everything. And of course, we're here in Wichita, and the local guy, Nico Hernandez. A big shout out to KO Night Boxing. John Anderson back there, thank you very much. And of course, Solita Promotions and Greg Cohen Promotions also helping on the card. So here to tell you all about it, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce you to the president of Matchroom Boxing, Mr. Eddie Hearn.
Thanks, Clarissa. Thanks, David. It's a pleasure to be here in Kansas. I never really thought that I'd ever come to Kansas, to be honest with you. When we did the press conference in the Danny Jacobs show at MSG a few weeks ago, we know why we're here, because we want to bring boxing to cities and 2 towns and 2 states that can get excited, and we can have a big event feel. And I believe this is the biggest and best event there's ever been for boxing in Kansas and in Wichita, and of course Nico Hernandez is a big part of that. We want to see people excited on Saturday. We want to see people drunk. We want to see people enjoying themselves. We want to see people watching great boxing. We want to see people singing. Oh, Nico Hernandez. We hear this all the time in the UK. And now we want to see it in America, and I think we're going to get it on Saturday night. So I'm really looking forward to it. We're approaching a sellout. It will be sold out on Saturday. It's going to be a great atmosphere. And what a night of boxing. We've got so many great fighters who we're going to be bringing up here shortly to talk. And I'm going to start off, I'm going to slide off to the side to let all these guys come up and speak. Firstly, a young man who made his debut in Chicago on October the 6th, Nikita Ababi, a member of the Team US amateur setup, one of the top amateurs in the country, a stunning first-round stoppage in his first fight. I think 2 minutes? Is that right? 20 seconds. I'm so sorry. I won't do that again, Nikita, sorry. And was that including the floss? Or, oh, sorry. Yeah, the floss came after. So it was a great performance. Now moves on to Wichita. Nearly got thrown out of the casino last night for jumping the barrier. But he is only 19. So, and this is your 3rd time you've spoke publicly, I believe, up here. And I've got a feeling it's going to be better than the first 2, but only close. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started. Big round of applause for Nikita Ababi.
First off, I would like to thank Eddie Hearn, Manager Keith, Coach Sosa, Mom and Dad for helping me get here and making a lot of stuff happen for me this past year. And yeah, I'm going to keep it short. I came to kick ass, and this Saturday, hope to put on a great show for everybody. And yeah, Too Much Chocolate.
Thank you, Nikita. That was much better than the other 2. Well done. Okay. Again, we're going to speak to this young man now who is, like I said, he's the reason that we're here. He's the reason that we've brought World Championship Boxing to Kansas. And I've watched his videos. I've watched him in action. We know he's a great amateur, capturing a medal in the Olympic Games, but now as a professional, undefeated. And like I said, going to be creating a very atmosphere at the Kansas Star Casino on Saturday night. The absolute fighting pride of Wichita in Kansas. Please welcome up Nikita, not Nikita Ababi. Sorry, I've done that already. Nico Hernandez, everybody.
How's everybody doing tonight? You guys ready for the fight? Yeah. All right, well, first off, I want to say, thank you for everybody coming out, and, I'm ready for this show. It's going to be a great show, and I'm ready to put on a show. And I know the city here is going to come out and support. Once we walk out of that tunnel, we're straight focused, and we're going to hear the audience, and it's going to be a loud audience. But, I'm just glad to be back in Wichita and just ready to do my thing and, come out victorious, as I know everybody else here is too, is going to put on a great show. So, thank you, everybody that came out.
Nico, Nico, stay out there, my friend. I've got a few questions for you. We've seen some great atmospheres, you boxing so far in Kansas. This one going to be the biggest and best by far. A huge card on Saturday. You know the history there. I don't think they've seen anything like this before in this state.
Oh yeah, Kansas State. We don't really have boxing here, and I'm glad to be one of the people to be bringing boxing back. Along with Brandon Rios. He started out as one of the good boxers here from Kansas, and I'm following that path and working my way to the top, and just glad to be able to bring boxing here to Kansas.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nico Hernandez, everybody. I'm going to welcome up a fighter that has boxing in his blood, unquestionably. Of course, Canelo's brother, but also a great fighter in his own sense as well. I think that Ramon Alvarez against Brandon Rios is a brilliant, brilliant matchup on Saturday night. And I think we're going to get a great fight, of course. It's a Mexican war. Brandon Rios, we all know, resides from Kansas. And it's a big opportunity for him to have a big homecoming fight on Saturday night. Firstly, I'd like to welcome up to the stage, with translator as well, I believe, Ramon Alvarez.
Primero que nada, muy agradecido y les saludo a todos los medios. Gracias por estar aquí. Vengo muy bien mentalizado, muy preparado para dar un gran espectáculo para todos y que se vayan muy contentos, y los que nos vean por la tele queden agradecidos. Trabajamos para salir con la mano en alto. De eso no hay duda.
Thank you to all the media and everybody present here. I work very hard. I'm very focused. I want to give a good show for everybody attending to the arena and watching us on TV. And I'm prepared to win this fight.
Thank you, Ramon Alvarez, everyone. The second part of that dust-up, of course, has been there and seen it and done it all in the sport of boxing. And like I said, the other reason that we're in Kansas is because of Brandon Rios. Been involved in some great fights, and as a fan, and myself included, I've loved watching this man box over the years, and he still feels like he has plenty left in the sport, and this is an absolute must-win for both fighters on Saturday night. To the podium, please, a big welcome for Brandon Rios.
Good afternoon, everybody. How's it going there? Well, anyways, yes, I'm well prepared and ready to fight. You know what I mean? It feels good to be back in Kansas. I forgot how cold it gets, but it gets really cold over here. I forgot about that. But it feels good, and, I'm back. I'm ready to put on a great show for you guys. And not only myself, but the other guys that we have on this card, they're ready to come out here and bang it out and give you guys a great, great fight. But at the end of the day, we're ready, and I'm ready to show the people that I still have it. They must have forgot, like Roy Jones said. They think I'm done, they think I'm over, they think I'm over the hill, but they must have forgot. I had some losses in my career, but it's okay. It's with one of the losses I have with the top contenders out there. So you learn and you live and you move forward, and I'm ready for that. And also, I'm very excited for this card because the fight I'm really looking forward to, everybody knows, is Gabriel Rosado and Luis. Oh my gosh, that's going to be the greatest fight ever because they're already going at it right now. Just imagine in the ring. That's going to be a great fight. So I'm looking forward to that fight. And the people around the world, they should be watching this. Tune in to Dazn and watch this fight because it's going to be a great fight. fight with these two animals going at it. They hate each other, and it's gonna be amazing. You know what I mean? I'm over here trying to start some things up with these two guys. So I'm trying to get it going on.
Brandon. Keep going.
I'm trying to get it going on for you guys. So that's what a press conference is about. Two guys hate each other. They want to go at it and kill each other right here in front of everybody. That's what we're waiting for, and that's what I'm waiting for. So I hope somebody took a swing first or something like that, man. I'll be in the background waiting, laughing, and get on, but I'm right there with you guys. So at the end of the day, yes, let's give the fans, let's give all these people around Kansas a great show. And like I said, I would like to thank Eddie Hearn and also Dazn for having me on this card, and thanks Eddie Hearn for being my new promoter as well. So I really like to thank them, and I'm ready to move forward, and I'm ready to fight. So Saturday, tune in. Don't miss this show. Don't miss this card. It's going to be a great atmosphere here in Kansas. It's going to be awesome. Just can't wait.
Brandon Rios, ladies and gentlemen. I know you've got plenty of fights left, but you could also be a promoter at the end, for sure. Let's get that fight up here. This is one I'm really, really excited about. Gabriel Rosado against Luis Arias. And I love this fight for so many different reasons. One of those reasons is because they both must win. They both must win. Luis Arias got the shot probably before time against Danny Jacobs. It didn't work out with him. It didn't go the way he wanted to go. He has a lot to prove now. Gabriel Rosado has been there. He's seen it. He's had some losses. He's been on the end of some poor decisions. He's had some great wins. But he's always stayed ready. He's always had a great mentality and approach to the sport and an attitude to the sport of boxing. But ultimately, in this great division right now that sees Danny Jacobs just win the IBF World Middleweight title, that sees Demetrius Andrade win the WBO World title on Dazn, that sees Canelo sign an 11-fight deal with Dazn. I saw an interview with Luis Arias yesterday which says Canelo's got 11 fights. He needs opponents. And this is a fight that could see an opponent for the World Middleweight Championship against Canelo, against Jacobs, against Andrade. So this is a big, big matchup. And two great guys, two great fighters. Firstly, out of Philadelphia, we want to welcome up to the dais. A big round of applause, please, for Gabriel Rosado.
Good afternoon, everybody. Glad to be here, man. Blessed. First and foremost, I want to give God, the praise and glory for this opportunity. Like Eddie said, I've been here before. I know what it takes, won some, lost some, but, at this point in my career, I'm just 100% focused. Had a great training camp with my trainer, Billy Briscoe, and I'm just blessed and excited, I know it's going to be a great fight. He's been talking a lot of smack, but I've done this before, man. This ain't nothing new to me. So there's nothing he could say or do that's gonna surprise me or throw me off. All the work was done in camp. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. And we ready, man. We ready to win this fight.
Gabe, just a couple of questions for you. I know you're a student of this game.
Yeah.
How do you see this fight playing out, and what's the keys to victory for you? Does experience play a big part for you in this fight as well?
Experience is a big factor. I think in my career, the type of opponents that I fought back to back is pretty much unheard of. No one really fights the type of competition I had, back to back. You know what I'm saying? And for me to still be relevant and still here be standing and still be healthy says a lot. So I think that experience factor is definitely a big key in this fight. He came up short in his last fight, but at the end of the day, he hasn't been against the type of competition I have. It's gonna play. I'm calm, cool, and collective. Like I said, this ain't nothing but another day to me. It's gonna be easy work.
And finally, on Saturday night, how important is this fight? How much is victory going to basically have the say in your career on Saturday nights? Must win to remain at the top level.
Yeah, I think that's when the experience comes into play, because I'm not even putting that type of pressure on me. I'm just going into this like another fight. I'm not really thinking ahead. I'm just looking forward and, taking advantage of the moment. Like, I'm living in the moment right now. I'm not thinking about Canelo or Jacobs or any of them dudes. I'm thinking about taking care of business. So, like I said, that's what it come down to. That's what training camp was about, and we focus 100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, great servant to the game. Big fight for him on Saturday night. Big round of applause for Gabriel Rosado, please.
Thank you.
The other part of this great fight, a great fighter, a great talker. We're going to welcome him up to the stage now, ladies and gentlemen, Luis Arias.
First off, I got to thank God. I live a blessed life. I get to fight in front of the world once again. So thanks to my team, Boxing Star Management. The fact that this fight got done without me even signing with them is unheard of in the game. They're not charging me an arm and a leg for me to get this fight done. And, I got a great team behind me. And as far as, the Rosado part, I don't really hate Rosado. I don't really like him. Like, the man literally turned Hollywood. He still wearing glasses inside. He literally moved to Hollywood. He left his coach to go to Hollywood, and then that didn't work out and came back to his coach. And I stayed loyal to my coach. I had my first coach, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. I had 10 fights with him. Win, lose, or draw, look good or look bad, stay with him. I went with John David Jackson, 10 fights. We looked bad in our last fight, and we got right back to work. And as far as all this experience bullshit, like, it's all losses, man. Like, you don't get props for getting experience and losing. Like, what? You're trying to switch it up? Any of my losses is better than any of your wins. No, it's not. A loss is not good, bro. At the end of the day, a loss is not good at all. And the reason you had to fight people back to back was because you kept losing. If you would have kept winning and looking good, they wouldn't have made you fight these dogs. But you just kept losing, and they needed a TV fight. So they're like, fuck it, just put Rosado in there. He gonna fight. He's just gonna bring his head up and just let him get beat up. You got a good name, and you know that. You promoted yourself good, but you're a name at the end of the day. And the only thing my resume needed is a name, So you're the name that I needed, and Saturday night I'm gonna prove it. And I like the fact that you forgot about that 10 racks. You know what I mean? Like, don't forget you signed, you shook on that. So I got my 10 bands right here. I don't need nothing getting taken out of my purse. Nothing. I don't get nothing get taken out of my purse. And since we're in a casino, I love to gamble. I'm willing to up that another 5 racks on a knockout. So if I knock you out, it's 15. And if it goes to the decision, it's 10. So like you say, you ready. You said you got your trainer over there. You back your other trainer. You're going to try to box. You're going to try to box and move. Since when the hell do you box and move? You just starting up with the excuses already. You're old. You don't teach old dogs new tricks. You've never been a boxer, so don't even try that shit again. I'm gonna dictate the fight. I'm gonna dictate the fight. You're not gonna be able to do nothing. No, I got my shit ready. Everything is on point. There will be no excuses this fight. And so when I smoke you, I want my 10,000, and if I knock you out, I want my 15,000, and that's it. No, and who are you? The ring. Man, I had one bad fight. You had 11, bro. You had 11. You've talked a lot of smack too, and you lost. You got them glasses on because you covering up all them fucking scars you got. All them damn scars, man. Look at that boy gonna cut easy. You're not that pretty, bro. You're not that pretty, bro. You're not that pretty. You know what I mean? I'm straight. So like I said, Saturday night, we still in the show. I'm still in the show because it ain't much he gonna be able to do but just catch a beating. I'm gonna look good. I feel good. Training camp was excellent. And I'm ready to put on a show. And like I said, man, I got my money where my mouth is. Where your money at? You the one that shook on it. I was only going to bet 5. I know I'm getting more money than him. But he wanted to up it to 10. So, okay, we shook on it. So I got my 10,000 right here. Where your money at? Eddie, hey, if I knock him out, I need 15 from his purse. And if I beat him decision, which he might be able to hold on for 12 rounds, I need 10. So,
Luis,
you don't got your money right there, so I'm ready.
A couple of questions.
What's up, Eddie?
I get the feeling that the winner of this fight is going to make a lot more than $15,000 moving forward. But anyway, I don't mean this disrespectfully, you always talk a great game. You did it in the Jacobs fight. You didn't deliver. What's the difference this time around that we'll see you deliver on Saturday night?
I'm just more mature. I'm just more mature. You know, I'm in a better stage in my life. I'm more comfortable. You know, I jumped on the opportunity. I mean, if I had, you know, if my team was a little better, they would have knew I wasn't ready for that fight. They were just looking for an opponent for Jacobs. I said, I saw the opportunity, I saw the money, and I took it. You know, I mean, I obviously was not ready for that stage, but I'm stronger, I'm better, I'm smarter. You know, all the details are fixed. You know, I got everything online, so it won't be no excuses this fight. So I'm ready.
You've seen, after the Jacobs loss, nearly 12 months of inactivity. You know now about boxing how difficult it is to get the opportunities when you lose.
Yeah.
Has that given you more hunger going into this fight? Because basically you can't afford to lose this fight.
Yeah, no, it's giving me more hunger. You know, I just sat back and I just, you know, just relaxed. You know, it was I could have took a bunch of fights. You know, I could have fought an easy-ass Glenn Tapia and got me a couple of little easy wins. I could have went down to Mexico and paid a couple thousand and got my record up to 20, 24-1. But for what? Those fights are just meaningful. They don't mean nothing. So I just waited around. I waited around for the perfect opportunity to get the perfect fight. And the fight happened. It took a year, but whatever. We were in the gym working the whole time.
Finally, last question. How do you win the fight on Saturday night? And does it come inside the distance? Obviously, you're putting your money in. You 100%
Yeah, I'm
believe
100%.
you knock
I don't
out.
think this fight going the distance. But, you know, it just, the man's, he got too much miles on him, you know? As long as I stay consistent to my game plan, just keep touching him up, keep the pressure on him. Now all of a sudden he want to box. Just when the fuck, you know what I mean? So, but as long as I do me, I keep the pressure on him. I keep the fight in the middle of the ring. You know what I mean? It's not going to be that tough of a fight. You know, I plan on looking very impressive on Saturday.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a great fight. Big round of applause, please, for Luis Arias. Okay. Now, you two have got to follow this up. I think we'll give it a try. I have to say that, obviously, being a Brit, you know, I've got a lot of love for Clarissa Shields, but Hannah Rankin is here from Scotland. We've got a lot of great Scottish fighters in our stable, Ricky Burns, John Doherty, etc., etc. But I've seen this young lady fight recently in a great fight in the States. I've seen her prepare for this fight. I think she's looking fantastic in preparation. It's a big, big opportunity for her. Ladies and gentlemen, challenging from the WBC, WBA, IBF World Middleweight titles on Saturday night from Scotland. Big round of applause, please, for Hannah Rankin.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's great to be in Kansas. I've never been in Kansas before, and it's nice to know where this place is, so thanks very much for having me. I firstly want to say thanks to Matchroom and also to Dazn for having me on the show. Also to the security team in the hotel, they've looked after me really well this week. Camp's gone amazingly. My weight's on point, and I'm ready to go on Saturday. You know, you might have heard Clarissa on social media giving all this about how she's going to knock me out. That's not going to happen. On Saturday night, I'm going back to the UK with all of those belts as Scotland's first female world champion. Thanks very much.
Hannah, a couple of questions for you. A big stage for you, but you've had that experience now boxing in America as well. How important was that fight in preparation for this occasion on Saturday?
No, it was very important. You know, there's no sort of substitute for experience. So being in there for the full 10 rounds and fighting it for a world title, that's really important, you know. And it's the pressures that come with that. So I've had lots of experience now. I'm ready to go on Saturday, so yeah.
A lot of people talking about Clarissa Shields, obviously. Do you feel like she might be looking past you in this fight? You know, talking about undisputed fights and stuff like that. And this could be an opportunity for you to gate crash that?
I really hope she is. I really hope so. Because like come Saturday night, I've got a surprise for you. I'm going to knock you out, and I'm going to take those belts home, back to the UK, where they belong.
Okay. What gives you the confidence you believe you can knock Clarissa Shields out?
I believe in myself. I do, Clarissa. I believe in myself. I believe in my team. And we got a game plan, and I'm going in there to execute it and come home with those belts.
Ladies and gentlemen, challenger for the unified world titles on Saturday night, Hannah Rankin, everybody. It's a pleasure. I got told off at the first press conference because I only said that Clarissa Shields was a one-time Olympic gold medalist. I apologise for that, Clarissa, sorry. You do scare me. But I've really enjoyed working with this young lady, and we'll get Dimitri up in a minute to say a few words as well. And a real character, I think, great for the sport of boxing. Again, I'm not really interested in women's boxing, men's boxing. It's all boring. It's boxing. And it's about entertainment. It's about fighting. And this girl is a born fighter. She's a great, great fighter. She's brilliant to watch. She's very entertaining. She's not a great singer. And I'm not sure about her dancing because we've seen it on social media. But like I said, she can really fight. I'm going to stop now before she chins me. To the stage, one of the great fighters of the modern day era, the reigning WBA IBF World Middleweight Champion, Clarissa Shields, everybody.
Took the long route because I wanted to breathe before I got up here and talk to y'all. Well, one, I'd like to thank my team, thank my manager, Mark Taffet, my promoter, Dimitri Salita Promotions, thank Eddie Hearn for allowing me the platform to fight on Dazn. Thank my nutritionist, Michelle, perfecting athletes, and thank Scooter for getting me so prepared for this fight. And and thank God, man, after everything that I've been, going through with my last fight, just having to drop the weight, it was hard the first time. And I still look phenomenal in my fight, which I find strange. But now that I'm making the weight just fine, I feel good, I feel strong, it's just time for some redemption. A couple girls been getting a little disrespectful for no reason. It's like, first and foremost, it's not about respecting me because I have 2 Olympic gold medals. It's about respecting me because I'm a winner. I can win. The girls that Hannah Rankin has fought is like, man, dude, get out of here. I couldn't even get matched with none of those girls. Alicia Napoleon won't even sign a contract to fight me, and you talking about you gonna knock me out. You are not Hannah Gabriels, bro. You are Hannah Rankin. You're Hannah Rankin. You're not. Who have you beat to say that you're gonna come and knock me out? You're not gonna do shit. And you're gonna be challenging because you're gonna get beat again. You're gonna be walking out of here 5-3 with 1 knockout. I'm telling you. Look, I'm not even gonna bet her no money because I don't even care. But just to let you know, you messing with a different animal. Girls, you in there laying all over on Alicia Napoleon. Eddie, that was not a great fight. That was terrible for women's boxing. They in there laying on each other all out of shit. Man, get out of here. I don't even play like that. I don't even spar like that. Come on. Anyways. I'm a whole different breed. Just the fact, first round, I'm going there, I'm going to bust you right upside your head. After that, if you want to be my sparring partner, but you can, but you just a test dummy for this. Like, Christina Hammer gets sick, then here you come in, now you're going to get beat up, so she can test to see how she going to do against me. Both of y'all going to get your ass whooped. I don't even have to focus on you to beat you. I don't even got to look at you to beat you. I'm not looking past you. I'm going to fuck you up. I don't have a problem with it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, I'm talking about all these girls talk, and then when they get in there, it's a whole different game, and I got all these excuses on when they lost. Trust me, I have no excuses to why I win, how I look when I win. None of that. I don't care about who you sparred against to get ready. I really don't care. Like, this has been a long camp. Actually, 12 weeks. I was getting ready to smash Christina Hammer, and then our sparring partner shows up because she gets sick. All right, I'll smash you too and smash her later. It makes me no difference. It doesn't. It's just another fight. And I'm not going to let her stop my road to being undisputed. Like, no, I'm the greatest woman of all time, whether you respect it or not. Just know you can't beat me. If you can say I'm not the greatest woman of all time, we will see Saturday. We're going to see Saturday. And when we see Saturday, are you going to tell me I'm the greatest woman of all time when I win? Absolutely not. Because you mad, because you're not. That's what I'm saying, though. So it is what it is. Just know, like, I don't train to lose. I spar with men, everything. I don't train to lose. And she think just because I got knocked down my last fight that means something. You got to finish the story. I got knocked down and got back up and won. That's the big point of the story. Everybody want to talk about something. Oh, you got knocked down. Baby, let's end the story. I got back up, won 9 rounds, won a unanimous decision. How fucking awesome is that? Come on, man. Why wouldn't I get back up and you don't even punch hard? I know you don't punch hard. We are going to see. You're not a big girl. You're not like no heavy hitter. What are you talking about? Come on. Look, if you look, at least be honest. I'm about to tell you what you are. You tough and you talk a lot of bullshit. That's what you are. You just tough. You just tough and you think you big. Like, height don't mean nothing to me. You being what, 5'11", 5'10"? Big girls fall too. You're going to find out Saturday.
Clarissa, in your fights where you consistently go for the knockout every time. Is that a plan on Saturday night? Are you looking to finish this inside of distance? It has left you open before. Again, your last fight you got knocked down because you're being very, very aggressive. But is that the game plan on Saturday night?
It's levels to this. Like, if I have to go in there and dog it out to get the win, I'll do that. If I have to go in there and box to get the win, I'll do that. But only girls who are at that skill level and have that experience can last with me. And I feel like all that shit. Like, dude, bring that same game Saturday. I don't want to hear any excuses about, you said you made weight fine. You said you had a great camp. Great. I don't want to hear you saying, oh, I was training for somebody else and then we got called for the fight with her. I just don't want to hear no excuses. You know what I mean? Like when I beat Hannah Gabriel, she's talking about he's big. I literally killed myself to get the 160 last fight. I was in a fucking steam room the night before the fight and still went out there and performed. No excuses. None. And that's how I continue to fight. These girls got all these excuses and they all say that they don't talk trash. But then you watch an interview and they talking trash like they really gonna do something. Like, I'm just not cut like that. Like, I'm like, if you say you're gonna whoop my ass, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to come in, come with excuses, whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 titles, looking to add the WBC title on Saturday. The unified middleweight champion of the world, Clarissa Shields. Oh, blimey. Okay, Bogdan, you've got a lot to say now after these two. So this is a great fight. You all know the heavyweight division is on fire at the moment, spearheaded by our very own Anthony defend his world titles live on Dazn against Alexander Povetkin recently. And this is a great fight in the division. 2 undefeated fighters, as David said earlier, both got very lofty rankings with the WBA. One of the most active heavyweights in the world right now, coming off his demolition of Thomas Adamek just back on October the 6th in Chicago. Firstly, I'm going to welcome up a young man who we've spent a lot of time with, been in camp with Anthony Joshua many times. They've had excellent spars. He's a very talented, skillful, big heavyweight, looking to make a major statement on Saturday night. Please welcome, from Romania, Bogdan Dino.
Hi everyone, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to fight in United States. I would like to say thanks to Matchroom Boxing for this opportunity. I'm in good shape, I'm motivated, and I'm ready to be at the highest level in heavyweight division. Thank you.
Bogdan, just a question quickly. We know that you're undefeated. You've been working hard for a long time. This is the moment on Saturday.
Yes, I know.
The big test, the big first test for you to go on and challenge in big fights.
Yes, I know. I will meet a big fighter. He had a lot of good fights, but now will be a good test for me, and I'm in good shape. I'm ready for this.
Ladies and gentlemen, great fighter, undefeated heavyweight, Bogdan Dino. Before we welcome up to the stage Big Baby Miller, just going to welcome up to say a few words about Big Baby and also Clarissa Shields as well. Please welcome Dimitri Salita from Salita Promotions.
Thank you, Eddie. I want to thank Matchroom and Dazn for this great opportunity. I think geographically speaking, this is the right place. We're in Midwest America, the heart of the United States, where we're going to see 2 of the best American fighters put on a great performance on Saturday night. Up in one of the toughest places in the United States. Now being a 2-division world champion in only 6 fights is really incredible. And I know that Hannah Rankin is very hungry. So we look forward to a great fight on Saturday. And Clarissa has surrounded herself with a championship team with Mark Taffet, who's a former head of HBO pay-per-view, John David Jackson. This will be their 2nd fight together. A world championship trainer, with a nutritionist, with Dave Scooter-Honig, with a meal plan. So I think we're going to see the best Clarissa yet. And for Gerald, it has been a long and long and focused journey for Gerald, being a boxer, a kickboxer, and now a world-class boxer again. And as Eddie said, he's been the most active heavyweight and has fought on most platforms like Showtime, HBO, and now on Dazn. This is his second fight. One of the best fighters in the game and one of the best speakers in the game, Gerald Miller. The floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome up to the stage, undefeated, current WBA #2, Gerald Big Baby Miller.
What's up, everybody? Thank God. We've been through a long journey. Thank Wichita, Kansas, for having us here. Everybody know I'm very outspoken. PG-13, but I'm very outspoken about things that's going on. What can I say about Bogan Dinu, man? He's a fighter like he came up a different route in Romania. Nothing was given to him as well. So he's going to come with 2 hands, 2 feet, and 2 eyes to try to take me out. It's a big opportunity for him. But he's fighting Big Baby Miller. You know what I mean? I'm a different animal, man. And come Saturday night, I'm going to rip your head off. I know I smile a lot. And, I got a chance to talk to your manager from Romania, a good dude. He knows my people in Edward Emma and Super Combat. But come after that weighing, boy. You were in front of me. You're trying to take something from me. I'm going to bury you come Saturday night. Remember that. What can I say, man? Every time that I get in front of, the camera and the media, I speak my mind and I tell the truth. And one thing I can say about that man, Eddie Hearn there, man, he stepped up to the plate, man. He gave me a shot, and I proved myself, and that's what I needed. He took a risk. Greg Cohen took a risk, gave me a shot, And when it comes to boxing and fighters, sometimes we, promoters and fighters, we bump heads sometimes. And you have to sit down as adults and figure it out. And that's a problem I want fighters to learn to take from this real quick. Don't believe what the next man says. Have a conversation with your promoter. Have a conversation with your manager. Ask questions. Because if you don't ask questions, it's going to take you for a fool. And the minute when they have a black fighter, especially that asks questions and don't take BS, it's a problem for them because fighters always get taken advantage of. And I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I'm going to constantly speak my mind. I'm going to tell the truth. And I'm going to try to be PG-13 about it. But come Friday night, this is the weigh-in. Come Saturday, it's doomsday. The main person I want right now is AJ. And Bogan Dinu standing in my way. And if AJ's not ready at that time, I want Dylan White's head on a platter. Plain and simple. And I'm not looking past Bogan. I'm just giving you a short, short, long-term goals. You know what I mean? As a fighter, you have to have long-term, short-term goals. Short-term is knocking his head off. Long-term is AJ knocking AJ's head off. So with that being said, man, Kansas, everybody tune in come Saturday. It's going to be hell of fireworks. Read your contracts. Do your homework. Eat your greens. Eat your cheeseburgers. Big Baby's coming to stay. Let's get it.
Big Baby Miller, everybody. Thank you all. What a press conference. There's so much drama. We haven't even weighed in yet. And tomorrow we weigh in at Kansas Star Casino. And on Saturday night we have the big fight night. Like I said, I believe the biggest fight night that Kansas has ever seen. And I love these guys. I love this sport. This is such a unique sport, isn't it? These guys are such unique characters, special personalities. Because it's all very good us standing up here and saying a few words and you looking pretty and you guys sitting there eating our food. But these are the guys who go up there and put it on the line. These are the guys that need to be respected. Without the fighters, there is no sport of boxing. And this is such a great sport that we're so passionate about. We had a brilliant event last week with Usyk against Bellew in Manchester, the undisputed cruiserweight championship of the world. And despite all the words said today, I know that when the bell rings for the final round or the referee stops the contest, every one of these fighters will embrace on Saturday night because it's a sport built off respect. And it's a special sport, and we cannot wait to fill the Kansas Star Casino on Saturday night live on Dazn. And I urge everybody from Wichita and from this state to come out, enjoy yourself, sing, dance, drink, celebrate life and celebrate this great sport for this great show on Saturday night. We're going to have head-to-heads with everybody up here now, and everybody's available for one-on-one with the media. Thank you to all the fighters, as always. You've been excellent. And thank you to everyone for coming out today. Let's have a great night on Saturday. Thank you very much.